Hello everyone, Jill here. I'm back again today to show you something that we're going to be working on. And I haven't done this before this way. Certainly I've made tags and journal cards and so on, but I haven't done it this way before. So I want to show you some of the things I got ready, and then I'm going to walk you through. And because you see my cutter here, you know that we're going to be doing some cutting, turning these into tags and journal cards. So the first thing I did was take 12 by 12, and I'll show you a piece of paper, some old scrapbooking paper that out of the packs that I had that maybe I didn't care for so much. In other words, like this is really dark, and I'm, unless I'm working on some boxes for a particular order, I'm probably not going to use that in one of my journals. So what do I do with that? I saw a video by Rachel over at Roxy Creations on her YouTube channel where she had covered her old scrapbooking paper, 12 by 12, which is what these are, and turned them into substrates for making tags and journal cards. So I thought I'd go ahead and try that method. And in doing so, I used, on one side of these, I used mostly book page. On the other side, I used actually Rachel's background kit, and she's got some lovely backgrounds. And the nice part about this was some of them they were already collaged. Let me show you this other one. Now this isn't one page of her collage backgrounds, but I didn't have to do all of this collaging because some of her pages were beautiful collaged backgrounds anyway. And on this one I did solid book page on the back, which I think those are going to turn into the front of my cards. I don't know. But I also wanted to tell you that after you cut and glue all these sheets down, your 12 by 12 scrapbook paper is covered. And so I wanted to lay them under some heavy books, but I didn't want them sticking together. So I use, you might want to try this, a piece of old parchment paper. You can see I just use this off and on for miscellaneous stuff. And I stick it in between these sheets and then one on top, and then put my books on top of that. And nothing sticks. And they come out nice and flat and ready to be cut. Now this is somewhat of what they call a blind cut because I'm not going to be able to see both sides what I'm actually cutting out. So on this one, I will probably cut out from the book page side, and from this one, I may do the same thing. So we're going to get started cutting in just a minute, but first I want to ask, how are you all today? I hope you're doing very well and that it's beautiful weather wherever you're at. It's a little rainy here today, so good with the bad, right? So I want my tags. You know what? I think I want them. I'm going to have to open this up, and it's a big cutter, but I love this cutter. It is, when I think of the word, I'll tell you what it is. I can't think right now, but it's self-cleaning, self-sharpening. I don't do a thing to it except cut with it. So I think I'm going to make, this is 12 by 12. So I'm going to cut this first in half. So let's make this 6 by 6, and I think I'll go this way. Okay, now my tags and journal cards will be this way. And since this is 12 by 12, and they're 6 inches long, maybe 3 inches wide. Yeah. So I should get 4. And what prompted me to do this, I was actually watching one of Rachel's, so I'm going to make these 3 inches. When I was watching some of Rachel's slow stitch videos, she was doing a 52 tag challenge some years ago. And I thought, oh my heavens, making 52 tags, how would you get through this, all of this? And that's a commitment, but it's only a commitment of 1 a week. And I thought, well, that isn't too bad. I could probably decorate 1 tag a week. I do way more than that every week anyway. So I watched her do those, and I thought to myself, okay, well, let's just make a bunch of tags. I'm out anyway. I'm out of tags, out of journaling spots, journal cards, and let's try her method and restock my stash, and then move on to my next journal project. So you can see already these are going to look good. Now I'm going to turn them over. Let's look at this pack before, and you know what? I have one more cut I want to make because I won't take that off because that side looks nice. Okay, now you've seen this side. This is the side I cut on. So let's turn them over and look at what we have for tags or journaling spots. These could be journaling spots. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love these. Look at this book page on both sides. Love that Italian book paper. Look at that. Love that. Love these. Love. Look at that. Okay. Wonderful. So how many tags did I get out of a 12 by 12 sheet? I still have to cut the corners. I have a corner chomper for that, so it takes me only a minute. Let me see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So you get 8 in a sheet. So I guess I'd have to do 7 sheets to get 52 tags. I'm not saying I'm going to make 52. Please don't hold me to that. But I am going to make a few of these. So I think I'm going to cut this the exact same size. And you know what? And I don't really want to watch myself cut this. I want to be surprised, but by the same token, oh, I'm kind of chicken, and I like to see what's happening before it happens. That's my crafting. I can't wait to see how it turns out before I even made anything. Okay, so we're just gonna blind cut these on this side, and we're gonna cut them the same sizes. I want all my tags the same size, and I'll keep these separate so we can turn them over and look at them all. So bear with me just a minute, and I'll have them all done. I have another sniffle today because early this morning it was nice enough outside, expected to rain this afternoon, and I was out doing some additional weeding. Remember I told you about those thistles we get, and they're so hard to get rid of, and I just thought if I could just go outside and get rid of them first thing in the morning, when the rain comes, they won't be inclined to grow, 6 inches tall before I get out to cut them out. So it takes a while to get rid of those. I finally found I have to dig all the way down under the dirt, pull out the streaming root and where they shoot up from, and then as I pull those lines out, they don't come back so bad. So let's see what we have in this batch of cards. And I don't, as we look at them, I don't know if that's going to be the top, the bottom, this will be the back on this page, this 12 by 12 page. Remember, the opposite side was all book page. So that is going to be the front of the card that we're going to decorate. This side is going to be the writing side. So since these are all book page, let's look at the side that's going to be the writing side. Oh my goodness, look at that. I love these. Love. Okay, I'm going to leave these in 2 stacks. So now I have 8 and 8. I have 16. Let me put my cutter away. And before we go any further, I'm going to get my corner chomper out and my corner rounder. This is my corner chomper. It does an angle cut and a photo cut. So I guess I could show you what they each look like, which you'll see them when I do the cutting for the tags. Okay. So since this is the back and this is going to be, I guess that could be the top. Oh, let's turn that one around. That way. Okay, I'm just looking to see if this is the writing spot on the back. Where do I want the top? So that means this is going to be the top. I'm going to put the angle cuts here on each side, and then I'm going to round the corners on the bottom. So I'm going to I'll do one. I'll do a couple, and then I will pause you while I do the rest, and then come back, and we will go from there. So I'm thinking when we come back, we will take a look at them and then start decorating the front, which will actually be the book page side on this stack of 8. I'm probably not going to get them all done today with you in this video, but you'll see how to move forward. If you'd like to make some of your own, that would be fantastic. I'd love to see pictures of them if you would like to share. I'm going to take my corner rounder now, and this corner rounder has a 1/4 inch curved and a 1/2 inch. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch on tags because I think it just needs a little bit of rounding, or you could snip them off with scissors. I tend to use this because it's fast for me. And I could probably do more than one at a time, but it gets a little bulky and then my hand gets sore from punching all these out. So let me just run through all the, set those aside and run through these. Whoops, maybe I'm full. There. I also, well, I have one tip too. I gotta keep this one out because I need to fix up that side. You know, if you're trying to punch paper and you're finding that it's not punching a nice punch like this, I'll show you. This is a single piece of copy paper, and sometimes when you punch, it doesn't punch nicely. But if you put it up against another piece of paper, even just a piece of another piece of copy paper, and then go and do your cuts perfectly. It just needs a little more stability or strength on the bottom for the spot where you're going to cut. So I just add another piece of paper on there. Okay, those are all cut. I'm going to do this other stack on the corners and on the bottoms, and I will be right back. And I'm back, just finishing up the last of the other sheet of cards that we cut out. Look, that doesn't want to cut it off. Oh, you know what? I think the thing's getting awfully full. It's not liking doing any more punching for me. Hold on. Let's get this straightened up. There, that's better. Okay, cool. So now we have them. Now, the next thing is I could punch holes, but I'm not going to do that because I would rather punch holes when I know where they're going to go in which journal, because some of them I probably want to put tabs on instead. So here we have 16 tags, and we're going to start decorating them. Now, what do we want to pull out to decorate? We got birds, flowers. Let me see. Lots of labels, birds and flowers. I do love my flowers. I'll get out my ephemera holder here. If we're really lucky, hopefully a lot of them didn't spill out. Oops. Oh, I have these birds. Those are my, I don't think this is the one I want. So I do have silhouette birds. That might be nice. Let me get my other ephemera here. This is has my flowers in it. So yeah, I think I'd love to use my flowers. Let's see if I should have a bunch of Renaissance. These ones need cut out, which I won't bore you with fussy cutting on video because I'm not the fastest at fussy cutting and I'm picky. Okay, we'll use some of these. I love those. I have some crocus, some lilies. Look how pretty these are. I'm not such a fan of purple, but look how pretty. Okay, we'll use some of those. These have book page, so basically they're the tag backgrounds are collage. So we might add a bit of book page if book page is missing, and then we'll add an element, and then we will add probably a little label or something like that. I also have these, which I love, and with Rachel's backgrounds, they go very nicely as my Renaissance flowers, or my, or these are fun. Look at that, so pretty. Okay, we're going to use some of these, and I'm just going to get started. How about that? And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section below. I've already printed and cut it. I cutted them out, so you wouldn't be bored watching me. And yeah, they get crinkled up, but they flatten out when you put them on a page or on a card or whatever it is that you're decorating. That one's really pretty. Look how that shows up on there. Let me grab some labels. I have some in this little ephemera holder that I love. Made this, and I didn't do too much embellishing because, you know, but I have some of Rachel's beautiful embellishing tags, and then I have some that I made. These are ones that I made that we might use. Maybe we'll use some of those. We'll have to wait and see. And as you can see, I'm not totally organized with how I put them in, and I've got a bunch of Tina Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I think these, and I love these as well. So if I look at, dragonflies are kind of my thing. I love dragonflies. Here's a pretty one. So pretty, we might use some of those. Okay. It's always nice to know kind of, sort of what direction you're going in, but I never know until I start looking my things over and then start picking out. So I'm just going to we'll do a few today. I'm not going to do a whole lot. I want the video to be at a length that's comfortable for your viewing and the amount of time you have to share with me. So let's just roll my chair up to the desk here and get started. And since I love this on here, this is going to be the front. Actually, I think that should be the journaling side, because you can write with any kind of pen on this and it will show up. So I think I'm going to do that and keep this book page side for this, which means I will probably need a few pieces of something to put on there. So I happen to have, we could use regular washi tape, but I thought since I'm using Rachel's backgrounds, I would also use her faux washi. And you can find this up on her website as well. And we will just try to cut a couple things out and see how it goes. Okay. So, like I said, I got my weeding. I wasn't expecting to be outside weeding first thing this morning, but I took the opportunity, and it is starting to rain, so for the next day or so we're going to have some rain, and then it's going to be really nice. I don't know what it is in Celsius, but it's supposed to get up into the low 80 degrees here, and it's not even Memorial Day yet, which is May 31st. So it's getting very warm very early. Okay, just get rid of these. I need to do a better setup. I have my lamp here, and it puts this on this white part of my working surface. And I know I've told you guys in the past, I just love my glass mat because I can cut on it, but that's too much the same color, but that's kind of pretty there. And see why I don't want to waste your time having you watch me fussy cut, because it takes me way too long. You would be so bored. And even though this writing is upside down, that doesn't bother me at all. So I think we're going to put that there, put this there, put that over there. Maybe we need on this one a little bee, because I love to support the bees. No, how about a dragonfly? That's kind of big. Now there's lice, the problem. I don't know if I have any smaller ones. All right, let me look somewhere else for a tag. Maybe I could use one of Tracy's. Oh, she's got a dragonfly. It's tiny tag. Oh, no, I don't like that. Maybe this one. Natural Historical Society. Yes, we'll go with that one. Okay. Let me just make this a little, get my garbage bowl over here where I can reach it. And if I'm still in camp, which I'm not, thank you, Jill, for checking. You know, it would be nice if I don't do live, because trying to do live across multiple time zones can be difficult. But I wish you guys could raise a hand and go, Jill, you're off camera, so that I could scurry and get myself back on. Okay, so I think we have some kind of a layout here, and I think I kind of like that. And I'm going to put that flower down behind there a little bit. I think we're going to like that. Okay, so if you look at this tag now, let me move these up out of the way. If you look at this little tag now, what do we see? Well, what I'm looking at is what do I have to glue on first? And if you look at the thing farthest in the background, that would be what you would start with. So I'm going to take this one aside, and I do my gluing right on this white mat, and then I take it and use a scraper and scrape off the dried glue, stick it back on my glass mat, and I'm off to the races again. And it's been working really well, although there have been a couple times when I thought, oh, I should use book page. But honestly, I don't have that much book page to use that I feel comfortable using for gluing, and so I use what I've got on hand. This is a dry wet one. I was working on something earlier today and I had that out, so I'm using that. So I am using glue stick on this. I use Yoo-Hoo stick. It dries fast. It's clear. All things that I like. Oh, this has some nice numbers on it. I don't really want to cover those up, but I am going to flip this over to the other side because I can, because it's mine and I can. Okay, and then I think I wanted that to go right, but now I'm thinking maybe up here. I kind of like it up there. What do you think? I'm going to put it up there. And because this is on cards, I put this on a little, when I printed them out, they were printed on a little heavier cardstock. So I go to my art glitter glue and use it just to be sure that it stays down nice and tight. It's not going to come off. Put that there. I might come back and do a little stamping and a little splattering. But for now, those elements look nice. I'm ready to call that, let it go dry, and come back to it another time, and then we'll take a look at if it needs something else. Let's take the next one. Let's do, for this one, let's do one of these. This is kind of looking at the underside of the flower, and I love those little flower thingies. No, I don't like them, but I have one here I think I might like. Hold on, let me look. This might be too pale. This might be, yeah, it's too pale. So let's try, I'll try one of these. Maybe green. I kind of like that. What about, that one's too light. That pink's gonna be too light. So let's go back to where I said I had those lilies, and oh, this one's too big. Oh, maybe not. Let me see this one. Oh, I have so much stuff all over. Let me move some things out of the way. Oh, I love those flowers right there. I just love those flowers. Let's look at the other side. Oops, I'm going to be decorating this side. That makes a whole big difference, doesn't it? But I think I want something a little more plain back there. Maybe I could do something like that. Just leave a little bit. bit of, yeah, do we want to do something like that and then just add a little bit of flower? Or this way? Or maybe off to one side or the other? Maybe just a pinch of the book page showing? Don't like that. No. No, let's look at a taller flower. That's pretty. Let's look at a, where's my lilies? Maybe my lilies would be pretty. Oh, here's a pretty lily. Oh, I love her. I love her. She's a beautiful lily. Lily's the name of my littlest puppy, my little Westie. She's such a sweetheart. She loves her mom. She always wants to be next to her mom. And she's just so cute. Oh, I have this one. And I do like that one in its little pot, but I need something for it to sit on. What could it sit on? A tag? Could it sit on a tag? I don't know. No, we don't want a delinquent or a canceled tag. Let's see, what do I have? Maybe a specimen tag or filled notebook. Tracy never lets me down. She's always got something. I like that. I kind of like that. But let's slip this off and go back to my lily because I really like her. I may have to put 2 lilies on here. Oh, I like that. Have another lily? The wrong color. I certainly have more lilies, but the wrong color. Okay, what if we do 2 lilies? Put one up. It's all right if it goes over the page. We'll just cut those trims off. What about that? Oh, and there it is. That's it. So you see, I keep trying. I try my best. I try my best until I get it where I think I like it. We have little tiny bits on here, so be careful gluing, Jill. You've been known to tear the bits off when you're gluing. Careful, 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 careful. Okay, here we go. Let's put this one down. Oops, I went a little bit off the page, and I know I glued all that, but it's okay. It will be okay. Spread this out. So what do you all have on your schedules for today? Are you working? Are you playing in your yard? Do you have, I hope that all of you are taking time to do a little crafting, because for me this is pure pleasure and fun and creative, and my mind drifts away. Talking to you guys is sometimes a challenge because my mind is drifting away on all kinds of fun thoughts and fun things, and you know, you get to make something cute, makes me happy, and makes everything good. My husband today is taking my brother-in-law at a visit up at the Cleveland Clinic, and I think they just finished up the appointment. So things are going well so far, and he has some follow-up things he has to take care of, but when you got a health problem since you were born, I mean, it's just something that you got to take care of, and you end up with a lifetime of being in the hands of the healthcare folks. And so he has to go up several times a year for checkups and tests and online test, I mean, you know, electronical transfer of health data that comes out of him, like, I don't know, some kind of a reader. I don't know. And I didn't put the lid on my, if you're using art glitter glue, be sure you put the lid on, and be sure you have a long stainless steel needle handy. If you don't use stainless steel, they will rust, and they're not good for closing up your glue bottle. But oh, look how pretty. Doesn't that look pretty? Now that could go in a botanical journal, it could go in a Renaissance journal, it could go in document journal. Oh, I just love that. There's two. Let's do another one. Okay, this is going to be the writing side on this. We're going to do something over here. Yes, we're going to decorate this side. Okay, so do I want a piece of paper? Oh, I love it when you watch Rachel on her channel. She'll go, ooh, when she finds something good. And I thought, oh, she found something good. And then I find myself doing the same thing. Oh, this, oh, that. But look at that. I love that. I'm going to definitely put that on there. And I'm just going to tear it. Tear it so it fits. Maybe shows a little bit of book page along the side. That would be cool too. I have a little tool caddy I made in front of me, so when I reach forward, I'm sorry I'm reaching in front of you across the screen, but it holds all my desk tools and things that I need to have at hand, so it's convenient. And if I put the stuff back in there when I'm done using it, I know where to find it the next time I go looking, or the next time I need that particular tool. So we'll just press that down a little bit. It's got a bit of glue underneath. Now these should be pretty flat because I flattened the 12 by 12 boards. So let me show you. So you can see these. They're already pretty flat. And I love that. I can always stick them under, oops, that's a little extra piece that was cut off. I didn't get off of there. But so you can see I could put them underneath the heavy books again once I cut them out, but not necessary. I mean, you know, you could just, that one's pretty. I would like to use some of these. I think these are crocus I made. Forgive me if I don't know what they are. But where's that one I had in the little pot? That was cute. Now I make these, so I make them all in different, here's a different pot. I don't mind that one. Let's see what this one, oh, maybe this one. I think I wanted something a little more filled out. Yeah, more like that. That's better. And then I think I'm going to use some washi on the bottom after I get that. Let me see what I have for washi. Just 1 minute, I'm just looking to see what I have for some washi tape. Oh, I don't have a label. All right, I'm gonna put this on now anyway, because I have to just look a little bit and decide. Let's see. And this is, the reason I decorated this one on this side is simple. This is beautiful for a go ahead and do your writing and your journaling on this page. It's just so pretty, and it's collaged. It needs nothing else except your handwriting. And on this side, if you start with some book page on a lot of your collages, then you've got you've got a lot of the decisions made for you, because it just looks so great with book page under there. So we'll use that book page as a starting off or jumping off point for the rest of the decoration, and use that book page for the background, and it looks lovely. And I think I'd like a piece of some washi there, but I'm not sure what kind or what color. So let's try, what about script? Oh, we have script on there, we don't want script. Put that one back, Jill. Okay, do we want a rose flower? No. Newspaper. Newspaper might be pretty. We're going to use this music paper, I think, and just put a little music paper down there. Huh. Where's my faux washi? I thought I could cut those strips out. You guys can probably see it. I know, there are some. What's on this side? It's already collaged. I don't know, I like the blue, but I don't want that much on there. I like that color. I don't know, mix the colors. I know nothing about You know, I know there, I know this much about color. There's a color wheel out there that tells you what colors are good to put together. You know, people say, well, they're complementary colors according to the color wheel, whatever. And that's all great, except I don't know anything about the color wheel. I know there is one. I don't know where the colors sit on it. And I don't know complementary colors from any others, but get the job done. And what I do makes me happy, so I don't figure it's any huge loss. I'm gonna pull that up. Now when this dries, I'm gonna come back in and look at how cute that tie to that. So pretty. I need a tag or a label. And when this is dry, I will come back and round these corners. Just because I added that washi, it squared them off again. So get rid of my little hairs growing out of my scissors. Okay, tag time. Is that number 34? Maybe registration number? I usually like, maybe we could stick it up there. I think I like that. Now this one is just on copy paper. So we'll just glue it up right like that. Hello, registration number. Let's put you up there. Now, okay, and I like that. I love the journaling spot. So that one's done. So this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to stop there. Let's go over what I have, come back, and when I get them all done, I'll post some pictures up on Instagram for you, and I'll start putting them on a ring, you know, that we can save them all until I get them all done. At least that's my plan. Now this ring is way too small, but there you have it. And so they can live on there when I get them all done. We cut out, I have 8 and 8, 16 tags to make out of all of these bases. I have 3, and we finished 3 today. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, they are finished except for adding, this one needs something else, and a little, either a hole, or I like to put tabs on them. I like to put cloth tabs, so I may do some of that. And we've made these 3 really pretty tags. So I hope you enjoyed the video today, enjoyed sharing it with you, and look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.